Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's Elaina, aka Lady Smash. Hope you guys are feeling well and doing great today. Today is August 25th and today's actually my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. But I'm on vacation for about a week, and so this is actually my second day of vacation. But from what I understand, it's going to be raining pretty much the rest of the week, and possibly even into my last couple of days of vacation. So while that's a bummer, I figure I take the opportunity while it's sunny out and not too hot. It's a little overcast. I know it seems kind of sunny right now because it is peaking, but there are some ominous clouds around, so it is going to rain later. So I figured I'd pick up where I left off in the garden. Just let the plane pass. So I figured I would pick up where I left off in the garden. If you remember, I wanted to start dropping some seeds. Remember I said in that other video, like, I was really ambitious and with all the seeds that I wanted to plant that day. Well, I never got to plant any that day. And so the next day I came out, or the day after that day, 2 days later basically, I came out and I dropped some seeds. And they've already started to sprout, and that's only been, as of this video, a week ago, or almost a week ago. So that's exciting, but I really need to get like my collards and my other brassicas into some soil, and I wasn't able to like amend all the rest of the soil because it was hot that day. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. But I started out here and I was like, well, let me go get the camera and pick you guys up and like let y'all see what I'm up to. Which, by the way, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. And if you're an old subscriber, thanks for coming back. I really do appreciate you all's support. I'm seeing a lot of new faces here, y'all. Welcome to the channel. I'm so excited that you're here. I hope that we can all learn and share and grow with each other. Definitely am open to tips and tricks. So yeah, leave them in the comments. Let us know what you're doing in your garden so others can learn as well, and what you're growing. I'd really be interested to hearing what you're growing. I know you all are from all different parts of the world, and I'm just super excited to have you all here. So thank you again for being here and subscribing to the channel and supporting little old me. So let's walk on down to the garden because we're getting ready to, you know, start this fall garden, even though I'm a little late. But better tardy to the party than not show up to the party at all, right? So what I plan to do is kind of move stuff around. I really didn't like the way, you know, as things started to grow in, I didn't like the way things were kind of growing in. For example, Tomato Town, it was cool, but I just feel like, I don't know, I wasn't able to access them the way I really wanted to. And even though this is kind of a decent sized garden, it's still narrow. And so I'm still trying to figure out my configuration in here, in the garden. So, you know, if y'all have any suggestions, definitely let me know in the comments down below, like where you think I should place some things. But in the meantime, I'm just trying to figure it out on my own, right? So let me turn y'all around. Okay, so remember we have our tree kind of corner over here. I definitely want to disperse them out. Like, I don't want them in that cluster anymore, and so I want to kind of space them out within the garden. Corn country over there, I did replant some corn, but I'm really thinking about moving the corn up to the front. But I do know that they need to remain in a cluster, so they all kind of have to stay together. But I'm thinking about moving them from that area right there. Now I'm gonna be replanting, like, this is where I started working today, y'all. Okay, started pulling up the tomato roots because I had clipped them all. I think I showed that in the video. I clipped them all down, but I didn't dig up the roots. So that's what's on the ground here, tomato roots and some squash roots. Okay, still finding squash bugs, like over in my banana melon plant over there. My cantaloupe was dead. Let me put y'all down. So in the blue container there, was a cantaloupe. Right next to it is the banana melon. Now right here in the front were all of the squash, and so the squash bugs started here and they made their way around. Okay, so they made their way into the banana melon, and then into my watermelon, and then came all the way around to Tomato Town. So I had like almost an infestation of squash bugs over in Tomato Town, and I did not appreciate that at all. With that stuff being up against the fence, it makes it hard to get around, you know, once everything comes in and it's all lush. Plus, you know, the little garden spiders and the webs and stuff, I'd be scared to stick my hand through there. And so I just feel like they need to be spaced out just a little bit more. And I think that I'm now seeing like the benefit of having like a raised bed situation. And so as the seasons go on, I am going to start moving into more raised beds. I'm still going to be doing container gardening, but I think I'm going to start moving into a few more raised beds. My raised bed over here, I'm gonna take y'all over there, but I kind of wanted to move some of the stuff out of there, but now it's already growing. Like I said, I haven't been able to come out here as much as I would have liked, and so things are growing, things are dying, you know. I just haven't been able to get out here. But I think for now I'm just gonna leave the stuff that's growing. I had cucumbers and snow peas. That's what you see really kind of growing out. The eggplant seems to now be trying to thrive. Let's just take a walk over there. Okay, here we are at the raised bed. So, as you can see, so cucumbers are starting to thrive, okay, and then we have the snow peas as well. These two right here in the middle are eggplant. This one is flowering. And then over here we come into some marigolds. Now they are just getting taller and taller and taller. No buds yet. I mean, well, there's buds, but there's no flowering yet. They kind of fell over, but then they're still growing up. So yeah, that's crazy. Let's take you in a little bit closer, and you can see that I have asparagus still growing in there. Now I thought that asparagus really wasn't doing anything, but it's my understanding that it takes a while for asparagus to grow, so I may not even see any until next year. And as little as they look, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And so next we have some carrots that look like they're about ready to be pulled up. And as you can see over there in the corner, I have a couple of spring onions. So we'll just let those continue to do their thing. But I think I will pull up these carrots. I do want to put some carrots like towards the front here of this bed, because I definitely want to utilize this bed. Like, this is a lot of soil, this is a lot of room, and so I want to maximize my space in here. I have to put the trellis up so that these things can trellis up, and then I'll have space in front of them. I'll have a lot of space actually in front of them because I planted those towards the back of the bed. So there's that. Let's see what else. My peppers, they seem like they're trying to do something. I need to go ahead and give them some 511 fertilizer, okay, so they can kind of thrive. They didn't really thrive this year, and the few that I did pick off mostly had blossom end rot, so I couldn't really use them, and then they were really small as well. But again, I was not able to get out here. Here is some of that red velvet lettuce that we talked about that I was going to replant. I had already dropped the seeds, so as you can see, we've got some growth. Here's my corn country. I had dropped those seeds, so they are all sprouting, okay, doing really well. Everything's starting to come up, except for my strawberry. It didn't come up yet. Yeah, but this one is coming up. That one back there hasn't done anything yet. I think this actually takes a little bit longer to germinate, and so we're waiting on them. And these two here, they've already started to sprout, but this peaches and cream hasn't sprouted yet. And these were actually, I don't remember how many I planted of the peaches and cream, but I'm all out of it, so I'll have to get some more of those. That was pretty good corn when I planted last year. Moving on, okra is doing well. I need to clip those off, they're getting too big. I also planted some beans, and as you can see, they are sprouting. So that's super great. We need to probably, well, not yet. I'm not gonna give them any 511 just yet, but we will very soon. And so everything has just been pulled up. These were potatoes, if you remember, in the grow bags. I will be planting some more potatoes. This was the onion beds here, the red and the black one here. I do want to plant some more onions from seed, because if you remember the one onion I had in there that had the really green, the really long green, gosh, there's a lot of people traveling today. A lot of air traffic today. That one onion that I had left in there for like a couple of, like 2 seasons really did its thing. So definitely want to get some more onions down. Here's the other pepper patch that I need to go ahead and fertilize. So I'll probably try to get to that today as well. Everything else is pretty empty, okay? Y'all, this is the grape thing, the grapevine. I don't know what is going on with it. Like, is it doing anything under the soil, y'all? Like, or should I just be pulling this up? I feel like it got taller. So if you know anything about grapes, definitely let me know in the comments. Like, does it just need to take, like, do the roots just need to like be doing their thing under there for a season or 2, or is this just dead? Like, should I pull it up? I really don't know. Yeah, and that's about it. Oh, I have some news about my greenhouse. So the greenhouse, I also planted some cat grass down there for my cat, because every time I come in the garden or come out of the garden with any kind of a harvest, he is looking for something to munch on. He has gotten spoiled with just greenery from out of the garden. And so I went ahead and planted him 2 more pots of cat grass so that he can have something, and that's already coming up. All right, so for this greenhouse, I found a replacement cover. So that will be here this Friday. Super excited. Today is what, Thursday? It'll actually be here tomorrow. So I'm super excited about that. So I'm gonna definitely cut the rest of this plastic off today, so it'll be ready for me to just put the new one on. And it was like $19 on Amazon. So I will leave the link in the description box if anyone's interested. If anyone had the same kind of a situation that I have with the greenhouse disintegrating, and you don't want to spend the money to buy a new one, because I think it did go up, the whole greenhouse kit, everything, the frame and everything, it has gone up since I purchased it last year. And so I didn't want to spend like $50, $60 on another greenhouse, and I found the cover. So hopefully it works out. Like I said, it's coming in tomorrow. Super excited about that. It's because my next dilemma, you know, every season you have a problem, right? Every season there's something new to be found, or some kind of problem that you've been having. And this year for me, it's birds. They are definitely my nemesis right now. They have picked at a lot of my veggies and stuff, like the ones that I had on the archway here on the arbor. I had the lemon cucumbers growing on the arbor, and they just picked at my lemon cucumbers. I was so upset because I had to get, you know, throw them out. If y'all remember, they ate up that cantaloupe, one cantaloupe that I had, and they ate up my banana melon, y'all. I was pissed. I was so pissed, y'all. I had, you know, it was growing in the tree pot over there, in the pear tree pot, and I should have left it there. Like, as soon as I moved it, they saw it and they went to town. So I mean, I found that if you buy, like, I've been, you know, watching other YouTube channels and stuff, and someone said to get some green tulle, because the green will kind of deter the birds, because they'll think that, you know, the fruit is not ripe and everything, so it kind of camouflages the fruit or veggie or whatever, and so they won't mess with it. I don't know how true that is. I don't know how well that's going to work for me, but I'm willing to give it a try. But I know also I will be getting ready to put down my my netting, because I'm gonna be putting up, you know, planting brassicas with the collard greens and everything. And I'm already prepared. Like, I had that fight last year with my collard greens and the caterpillars and the moths and everything. So I already have my netting, my row covering for my collard greens and whatever other leafy greens like my lettuces and stuff. I'm not playing this year because that was really a fight, and I'm already kind of behind in the growing season, so I don't need to be fighting trying to hold on to my collard greens this year. So there's that. And so I bought a, what is it called? A bird bath? I bought a bird bath. Now, my lawn needs to be cut. See it down there? I bought a bird bath, and I bought that on Amazon too, and that was like 17 bucks. Really cheap. I didn't know that you can get them that cheap, but I'll leave a link down in the description box if anyone's interested in a cheap bird bath. So I want to have it stay over there because they tend to be on the fence, my fence. And so yeah, I don't know if I want to keep it there or if I want to put it over here somewhere, but I need to have it somewhere visible for them so they can stay out of my garden. Because what I'm understanding is the birds are more thirsty than they are hungry, and so they pick at the fruit to get the juices from the fruit so they can quench their thirst. So I figured if I get a bird bath, which is what they say, get a bird bath, and then they'll kind of stay out of the garden. But the thing also is that I think there was a birth of birds, and so there are like so many birds here, way more than normal. And they just line up across my fence line here like crows. And I'm just like over it. I'm over it. This morning when I came out here, I found one down here, over in here in my, you know, in the frame of the greenhouse. Yeah, he was over there in the frame of in the greenhouse on the ground. Like, I don't know what he was looking for, but I'm just like over these birds. And so hopefully this bird bath situation will work. I may have to get another one and just have one on each side because my yard is so big. I'm not sure yet, but we'll try the one and see if that kind of deters them from being in the garden, you know, once they know that the water's here. And then I'm going to be putting out scarecrows as well because it's fall. And it's that, you know, it's that time. So I'm gonna have a couple of scarecrows that I had in the front of the yard from last year that I got from Walmart that I'm gonna go ahead and put back here. So yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to work because you know, I have a lot of work to do, y'all. It's a lot of work and I gotta get it done. I want to get this fall garden going. So hope you guys are, you know, hope you guys are doing well with your fall gardens. Please let me know what you're planting this season in your fall garden. I'd really like to know. Share with us. And yeah, let me get back to work, guys. All right, you guys, so I got quite a bit done. It's starting to rain, so I'm gonna have to make this quick. But I went ahead and I'm just going to start where I'm standing. I was able to get my pink tongue eggplants in that were in the greenhouse, or the greenhouse frame. We did go ahead and plant some more red romaine. We've got some collards in. I got both varieties in. I got some mustard greens in, both varieties, the tatsoi, and also red giant is here. We went ahead and did another squash city in this area. I did go ahead and plant the blue Hubbard, which is supposed to be the one that the squash bugs are really attracted to. So I'm going to try that out again and see if they'll, you know, go for that one this time. We've got I know we've got a Ford hook, we've got a spaghetti, we've got a yellow, and we've also got a straight, well, this is straight neck and butternut squash is what's here. I went ahead and cleaned up, sorry y'all, it's tight over here. I cleaned up my Swiss chard. I didn't get to plant any more in there though. I just cleaned them up. What else did we do? We prepped soil over here. So this was like a cantaloupe, 2 cantaloupes, and then the watermelon beds. I went ahead and just prepped them. as well as that cantaloupe. I went ahead and prepped it. Didn't get a chance to plant anything in them. So yeah, those will be ready from the next time I come out. These are 2 new planters. I want to start getting my stuff elevated off of the ground. Like, you see how, let me show y'all. See how the Swiss chard is on like that, what do you call that thing? It's a brick, I forget what they're called. I'll put it on the screen. But I want to start elevating my stuff off of the ground. And so I was able to find these 2 pots in Home Depot. So this is what I'm going to be planting. This is my lettuce and my spinach. So this is the butter crunch and the burpee bib, half on one side, half on the other. This one is my spinach. This is Salad Sensation, and then the other side is that mystery package of spinach that I had. We already talked about the red romaine. And then what else did we do? I think that is pretty much it. I just did a lot of cleaning up of beds, you know, amending amending the soil. I'm trying to talk fast, y'all, because I don't want the rain to damage my camera. This is a new camera. Yeah, that was pretty much it. We pretty much worked on this side of the garden today. The last time I was on the other side. I didn't get to put up my trellis, but hopefully I can do that the next time I come out here. I did manage to rip off the rest of the greenhouse, so that is ready to go. And as you can see, I cleaned up a lot of the starter planters that were over here. We went ahead and dumped the soil out of the ones that weren't growing. Now, you see how the weeds are trying to invade? I'm telling you, they're relentless, y'all. Let me zoom in just a little bit. See how they were just like coming through the fence there? And I mean, it was all throughout the fence, throughout the whole fence. So I didn't get a chance to cut that back, but I will cut that back before I put up the new covering. I need to empty out those cell trays next time as well. And over there, can you see them there? Those are the last 2 peppers that I needed to plant, but it started raining on me, so I couldn't get them in next time. But I didn't want them to get too soaked, so I put them under the table for now. And yeah, you guys, that is pretty much it. We're coming along. I do still have to plant some cabbage and some Brussels sprouts, potatoes, and onions. I have these couple of free spaces here. Let me zoom y'all out, sorry. I have these free containers here. These are all free here. Okay, this is some kale. I need to get some more in there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this bed just yet. I may just go ahead and plant something in there, just, you know, until next year. We'll see if this lasts throughout the winter, I guess. I'm not gonna go ahead and take it down now. And we have the big blue potter back there, and of course we're gonna have some more space in front of the cucumbers and the snow peas once I get the trellis up. So we still got a lot more to do. I wasn't able to get any tomatoes in today, but hopefully next time I'll get those down. I'm only gonna plant 2 varieties, so there's that. Yeah, and I left some buckets empty because the collards, you know, I'm planting them as seeds, and so they're gonna need some time to sprout, and they get pretty big. So I left like 2 containers back there empty, and then we have these few that are empty here. I was supposed to leave that one empty, but I forgot. But yeah, we have some empty slots, and I also want to try to get some pumpkins into the watermelon beds over there. I have 2 varieties of pumpkin that I would like to plant, so we got to get to that too. And then I want to move the trees as well. So we still got some work cut out for us, but I was able to get a lot done today. I got to plant some seeds today, so I'm super happy about that. And I'm gonna end it here, y'all, because is the rain stopping now? Was that just a shower? I don't know, but I've been out here long enough. It's time for me to go relax because I don't want to burn myself out. Just try to get what you can done, you know what I mean? You can't always get it all done, but if you get a little bit done, you're working towards your goal, you know, and that's kind of where I'm at. So that's it. I'm gonna go. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and I'm sending y'all much love, light, and peace. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Again, I always appreciate the support and the comments, so make sure you leave some comments down below. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.